Greetings, greetings, greetings. Wait with me will be starting in just a few moments. If you are watching this in replay, you can fast forward past this spot and just get right into the show. And if you are new to Fireside, the next time you're in the show live, there's a couple of things you can do. You can clap, you can laugh, you can hit a party sound, the emojis across the bottom. You can also hit the react button and choose an emoji and press send. You can also do the same thing, hit the react button, choose an emoji, and type in a question or comment, and we will see it and read it. So welcome, welcome, welcome. The show will be starting in just a few moments, and we will be live with video. Hello, Alan. This is, we're getting ready. Just want to let you know we can see you in the audience, so just sit tight, and Jill will be with you in just a moment. And back to, if anyone is here listening and you are new to Fireside and you're listening to this on replay, you can fast forward past this portion and get right into the show. And the next time you're live in the show, there's a couple of things you can do. You can hit some of the emojis across the bottom, and you can clap, you can laugh, you can hit party sounds, or you can hit the react button and choose an emoji, type in a comment, and press send, and we will see that too. You can also hit the Q&A button and do the same thing. So we will be with you in just a moment. Jill will be here live on video. Something fell. Everything in the world went on.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, everyone. It's another Wednesday. This is Wait With Me, and I'm your host, Jill Cox Cordova. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. Welcome, Daisy. Welcome. I don't know if it's pronounced glacier or glacier. And we have a special guest tonight who is Alan. I will introduce Alan in a moment. But thank you all for being here. I'm because we have a guest tonight. I'm going to go through my first two segments fairly quickly so we can get to him. So first, I want to talk about this is the deal. This is the deal. This is the deal. All right. If you're new to this show, my first segment, This is the Deal, I just talked to you about how my week has been in regard to my weight loss journey. This past weekend, we had lots of family members here. And because of that, my husband, who is actually the cook in the house, he had barbecued lots and lots of meat, like ribs and chicken and so many other things that just looked and smelled so good. But I was good in that I didn't partake of that. I did have the grilled chicken, because that, and it was boneless, skinless chicken at that. So I tried to make healthy choices, but that wasn't always the case. My sisters, I have two sisters-in-law, and they were both here, and you've heard me talk on the show about this YouTube guy who works out. His platform is called Get Fit with Rick. So the three of us did a Get Fit with Rick video together. It was so much fun that my mother, who was passing by us, saw us, and she joined in for a few moments anyway, not minutes, but moments. And so we had a really good time. It was Bruno Mars music, and so we were jamming and had our quick little workout. So my whole point about that, and tonight's theme is you can succeed too. So we all have life to live, right? And in our lives, there will be special occasions, there will be celebrations, there will be all sorts of things that make us want to not have healthy choices. But I'm here to tell you that it can be done. And I was grateful that every family member that was here was supportive of me. So they didn't try to tempt me at all. Like when they were having their ribs and stuff, they ate in a different room, in a different room. It that worked for us or for me. So I hope that you have supportive people around you to help you succeed. And I say to you all every single week, you all showing up for this show helps me be successful because I know that you're here to watch how I'm doing and to help me and to be supportive, and I want to be supportive of you as well. So thank you, and you can succeed. All right, I'm going to go straight to segment 2 now. If you're new to the show, this is where I weigh myself and tell you about my measurements. I take my measurements before the show, and my chest is down a quarter of an inch, but my waist is actually up an inch and a quarter. And I told my husband, who was taking my measurements for me, that beforehand I feel really bloated today. I'm not sure why. I need to look at what I've had to eat today, but I feel really bloated today. And then my hips are the same. So I'm hoping that my weight is either the same or down, but I will say I haven't worked out as much as I usually do. So I wouldn't be surprised if it's up, but let's see. I can do it. I can do it if I put my mind to it. If I put my mind to it, I can do it, do it, do it.
$144. mic off. 144 and 9 ounces. 144 and 9 ounces.
Oh, let me put my ears back in.
Yeah.
You can tell them I said that. Oh.
They heard you.
Okay, so my weight was 144.9, which is slightly up. Last week it was 144.1. But Chris Rossetti, the last time he was here, he told me, don't worry about the point part of it. As far as he's concerned, it's the same weight, but I know it's slightly up. But I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that because it could have been a whole lot worse given all that I didn't do this week. So I am good with that. So without further ado, let's go to our next segment.
Okay, it's your turn to share.
Okay, so tonight, Alan, I sent you a request to go to video. If you'll just hit accept on that, hopefully you can see it. If not, we can send it again. And while you're getting set up, I just want to tell you all who my guest is. I know him from my high school days. Actually, that's how far we go back. This is Alan Bird, everybody. Let's show him a fireside welcome. Let's clap for him. Yay! Woohoo! All right.
Thank you.
So Alan is 57. He's a former firefighter, both volunteer and a professional one. He's been a construction contractor, and he's currently a farmer. He played 8 years of football, and he was quite good at it. And he was active in many different sports for many years. He says he's semi-retired now, and he has a farm in South Central Kentucky, where I'm from. So welcome, Alan.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
And just to let everyone know, we do have a slight delay. So it's not that we can't hear each other. It's just a delay. So the reason I wanted you on the show tonight, Alan, is because Alan has lost 53 pounds. Imagine that, 53 pounds. And he's aiming, yes, he's aiming to lose 50 more.
50 more.
So,
yeah.
That's right. So, Alan, first of all, tell me, how long ago was it that you started this weight loss journey, and why?
Weight loss journey. Well, that journey, you're talking many years. Many years I've struggled being overweight. And I'm just now getting to where I can, it took me years before I could ever get much of any weight off. It's, as you and I'm sure your audience can understand, the hardest thing in the world to do is lose weight. I mean,
Absolutely.
It's really hard. And I know there's about a 3-second delay here, so I'll try not to talk over you.
So what did you try that didn't work?
Well, basically the same thing everybody else. You just I did Slim Fast for a while. Now this was 30 years ago, I guess. Let me start from the beginning, Jill, if you don't mind.
Okay.
I was raised on a farm, and when I was 6 years old, my dad, my dad was about I don't know how many generation farmers. As far back as I can trace where we came over from Scotland, all my ancestors have been farmers. And
Wow.
so I'm thinking, well, my dad had the same plan for me, myself, and I had 4 younger brothers, so there's 5 of us boys. So Dad wanted us to be strong enough and be able to work on the farm. So my sixth not birthday, I guess Christmas when I was 6, I got a weight set. He gave me a set of barbells, and it was a 120-pound set, and he put the bars on each side, and I couldn't lift, 15 pounds or whatever. And he wanted me to lift those weights so I could get strong and, throw the hay and do the farm chores. So it started there when I knew pretty much what it was in store for me. A lot of hard work, and my dad was on the high end of work, and he was one of those workaholics. He never left the farm. As a matter of fact, when we have dairy cattle, we had cattle, dairy cattle, tobacco, and so on. Of course, corn and hay. And my dad had to milk twice a day. Whenever you're a dairy farmer, you milk twice a day. So my dad milked twice a day for 20 years before he ever had a break, before he ever missed the milking. So, that's no weekends away, no vacations. He worked 20, I'm trying to get these years straight. It was like 20 years, and then he had a hernia surgery, and he had to miss 2 days of milking, and then he came back and he milked 11 more years without missing a day. Now,
Wow.
that's
So did you have
missing
that kind of
a day and
schedule
a half
too?
of work in 30 years.
Wow. So did you have that kind
Well,
of life on the farm?
well, that's, I don't know where I was going with that. I guess, I said you got to keep me on track, Jill. Just the farming that we used to do, my younger brothers and I, we had to do a lot of work. We started about 5 or 6 years old driving the tractor. And, of course, we weren't big enough to push the clutch in. Dad would have to jump up on the tractor and stop it. But we started at a very young age. And then after we driving the tractor, we were picking up leaves. And then we got up to our high school years, and then it was that's when the real work started, the housing the back and stacking hay and all that. And my brothers, they never did lift the weights. I always did. But long story short, I built a big frame. When I was in high school, freshman year, you might not believe this, I weighed 99 pounds.
What?
And then I started really hitting the iron. Yes, 99 pounds. I got picked on constantly, believe that. And then that motivated me to lift more weights where, guys wouldn't pick on me anymore. So, and I've always liked doing a lot of, work. I was raised to work on the farm. So when I got out of school, between construction, firefighting, and farming, I mean, that's what most of my life has been about. So, it's hard work. And I always maintained enough, strength. I worked out a lot, and that it helped me do this work easily. And,
So
on the farm, you just don't ever know when I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, so with those three things, construction, farming, and firefighting, it and sports when you were an athlete, that kept you in shape, right?
Yeah, to mention all the sports. Like you said, I played 8 years of football. I played course basketball and softball and baseball. And when I got out of school, when I was training for the fire service, I was also playing softball. And that's not to mention the tobacco crops in the meantime. I always helped my dad or I helped my friends harvest their crops. So I was always busy in agriculture.
Okay,
And
so what?
it just,
When did you decide that you needed to lose weight then?
well, okay, as the years went by, I wasn't, I would do construction jobs and like we would be in a climbing position or something. I would lift myself up and, you did things like this constantly. I got to where it was a little harder to lift myself up than it used to be. And I got to not being a little less nimble when I'm walking like up on trusses or whatever, and I got to where I, I had a, I know I'm jumping around here. I apologize. I've just got so much in my head here. I used to, um, what they call set red iron, construction of building steel buildings. And I was in an accident where a lift is about 30 some feet in the air flipped over with me in it. So it
Oh,
messed up my
goodness.
knee really bad. And I had to have screws and, yeah, cadaver parts and, you name it. So that really got me where the weight was it was starting to really get where I needed to lose it. And through the years doing, what I just said, the jobs I've had, the work sort of got easier. I got smarter and I got in supervising positions, and I wasn't doing the actual work that I used to, but I maintained my eating habits.
I
And
see. I
so
see.
that went on for years, and then the back and the knees, and then it got to where it was a burden where I didn't need the bulk and the muscle strength and stuff so much anymore, but I kept eating. I kept my habits, all my
I
habits up.
understand
And
that.
then
Yes.
through the years, like you said,
So so what
and
happened?
so
So what did you
it really,
so what did you try that led to the 53-pound weight loss? What worked for you?
okay, well, yeah, okay. Like I said, it took me years. I was trying a lot of different things, and nothing ever really worked for me. And then I tried the keto diet one time, and I I lost quite a bit of weight, but I wasn't able to eat some of the things I like. And so I finally decided. I finally decided if this weight loss is as important to you as you say it is, then it's not just really a diet, it's a life change. You
That's
have to
right.
change your life. It's a lifestyle. And you got to look at it like that because I mean for the rest of your life it's going to be an issue, about you maintaining a healthy diet, and trying to keep your blood sugar and everything where it should be, blood pressure and everything, that you're going to have to what I call go to the mountain. You got to go off by yourself, and you got to think, and you got to meditate, and you got to decide. You can call it an epiphany if you want, but you have to decide. Hey, I'm going to change my life. I'm going to change the things I do, and I'm going to stick with it. And it's a life change, not
Excellent.
just temporarily, but it's a life change. So,
Absolutely. Absolutely. So
so by
so what are
eating,
your go ahead.
well, my eating habits were over the top. I would eat a lot when I was a kid, and growing up, I ate a lot, and I always just kept eating a lot. And I thought, well, it's going to be hard for me to do not eating the things I really like. And just like before your show, you was telling about how Tony cooked all the barbecue. You was making my mouth water, and I'm like, oh my gosh, you know, if you want to get a lifestyle, if you want to get a lifestyle you're going to stick with, it's got to be one you sort of like, you
Right.
know. So what I would do, it's all about quality over quantity, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
So
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 that's,
what
yeah,
do
I'm
you
trying to
mean by
get used
that?
to
Are you talking
our
about
time
making sure
delay.
that your food is good? What do you mean by quality over quantity?
Well, eat less and eat better. Try to. I know it's expensive to try to eat healthy. It really
Yeah.
is.
Yes, it
And
is.
sometimes you want those ribs. And you want those hot wings, and and the thing is, if you would, intermittent fasting helped me out a lot. I forgot to mention that. I couldn't go all day without eating to save my life. Well,
Mm-hmm.
I sort of can now. So intermittent
Good.
fasting helps. You know, I forgot my train of thought. I was talking about eating what you want, but I mean the thing is, eat what you want, but do it sparingly. Don't do it every day. Try to fast every now and then. I was told, maybe wrong, but when you fast, after a while, your body starts to eat itself. And that's what you want. You want your body eating the fat already on you, using that as energy instead of just the carbs that you take in, you burn them off and the fat stays.
Right.
So you
Right.
want to, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, I do. I'm doing a combination of what you just said. So I'm doing intermittent, but some days are keto. And like you said, I really just try to eat what I like because then I can stick to it, as opposed to restricting myself too
Right.
much. So that's great. So what's your favorite
Exactly.
food? What's
Exactly.
your favorite food now?
Well, ones because, wait a minute, I lost you there. Um, am I still here?
We can hear you. Yes.
Sorry.
That's okay. We can hear you.
Okay. Okay. Um, what was I talking about?
I was asking you
See,
what's your
I'm getting
favorite
old
food
too, so it's
now?
hard for me to remember.
You're only a year older than me. That's not old.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Well, I'm fortunate. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I am a year older than you, I think. But anyway, um, my favorite food. Luckily, I like everything. I mean, I was fortunate. There's not many foods I don't like. I've always been a big fan of salad and soups, so that helps me too. But the thing is, I just eat. I've always ate so much. When I was in high school, I, you might not believe this, but I would eat 5 bowls of chili and 3 pimento cheese sandwiches.
oh boy.
That's what I ate at lunch during high school. Yeah, and the regular lunch is like $1.20. Mine was over $5 every day. And I once ate 5 Big Macs and 3 large fries before a football game one night,
Oh
where
my
we stopped at
goodness.
McDonald's and ate before the game. I mean, that's kind of appetite I've always had. So you got to understand, curbing my eating has been a big thing for me.
Sure, sure. Yeah. Well, I just want to congratulate you on all of that, Alan. I think that's phenomenal. I think you're phenomenal. You're an inspiration to all of us. And audience, is there anyone who would like to say anything to me or Alan tonight? We've been talking about success stories. Alan is certainly a success story. And as he said, it's a journey. It's ongoing. It's for the rest of his life. So it's one that we continue to be on. So does
Well,
anyone else want
well,
to
Jill,
speak?
we have a couple of new audience members that have
Okay.
come in. So we
Okay.
have Connie and
Hey,
Ronaldo.
Connie and
We
Ronaldo.
have
Speaking of
Denise and
Connie, my art
Tammy.
on the wall is by Connie. So just so you know.
Yep.
I'm sorry. So Connie and Ronaldo. And
Denise and Tammy.
hey, Denise and Tammy. Hello, hello, hello. And didn't I see Daisy?
Yes, but you said hello to Daisy
Hello.
earlier.
Oh, okay. I just want.
Yes. So we're getting short on time,
Yes,
Jill. So
that's why I was asking the audience if they had anything they wanted to say to me or Alan. All right. Well, everyone, please give Alan a hand. And Alan, thank you for joining me tonight. It's great to reconnect in this way, in this journey.
Phil, can I say one? Can I say one other thing, Phil?
Sure.
Can I say one other thing?
Yes.
Listen, whoever's listening, I hate to break it to you, but there is no other way to lose weight. I'm sorry. I don't care what you've heard. There's no other way to lose weight other than diet and exercise. I know you don't want to hear that, but you just have to change your life, and that's the only way you can do it.
No,
Thank
I'm glad that
you.
I'm glad that you said that, because yes, there's no magic pill to all of this, and it's ongoing, right? Ups and downs all the time,
No,
right?
it's not. Right.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you,
Absolutely.
Alan. I really appreciate your being here, and for your telling us your story. And like I said, I'm definitely inspired, and I'm sure people in the audience are as well. Because 53 pounds, that's a big accomplishment. And you said you wanted to do 50 more, so
Yeah, 50 more to go, and
I'm sure
50
you'll
more to
do it.
go. And I appreciate you and Tony. Thank y'all so much. And I love you guys, and thank you for what you do.
Well, we love you too, and thank you. And you're welcome to come and join us in the audience, or give us updates on your journey anytime you want on this show.
Okay, Jill. Thanks a lot, hon.
All right, thank you. All right, well, I'm ready to go to segment
Okay.
four now. I think it is.
I can do it. I can do it if I put my mind to it. If I put my mind to it, I can do it, do it, do it.
All right, so that's my little mantra. Is like, we could do this, we could do this. Okay, so this is the segment where I talk about my goals for the week. Last week I told you, and the week before as well, I told you I'm not getting enough sleep, and I know that sleep directly affects your weight loss. So my goal was to get more sleep. That didn't happen. So I'm going to put it back on the list. Going to put it on the list till I can master it. So that's what I'm going to do. But I do have good news. I don't know for sure yet, but there's a chance I'm going to be my before and after pictures may be viewed on a national TV show. But more on that later, if it works out. Yay! Thanks. Right. So we'll see. All right. So next week on this show, I am talking about how to stay motivated and never give up. So Alan got us off to a great start with that, with his motivational message, and especially what he said at the end, which is there's no other way. You just have to do the work. But we're in it. We're in it to win it. Right. So we'll do that. And then in about an hour, Tony and I have a show together. I'm right. And tonight we are talking about change your room, change your life, because that's what we did recently. So we'll tell you all about it. I hope that all of you all are doing well. Daisy, I did not start my yoga thing, but I will tomorrow. So I hope that you started it. Daisy and I are accountability partners, and we made a pact to do yoga 3 times a week. We were supposed to start yesterday. I did not do that, but I will make up for it tomorrow. So just to tell you that, Daisy. All right. Well, that's the end of the show. Thanks again, Alan, for joining me. Thank you, audience, for being here. The music you're hearing right now is called Sunzauk International by G-Day Production. The music that you heard before every segment is called Real Cool Sunglasses by That Core Beat. Thank you, Tony, my producer, my husband. Thank you, Alan, my guest. Thank you, audience, for being here. And next up is Stefan's show, The Conversation, where he encourages you to be a conversationalist with all of his hot topics and the tea that he spills. So join him next on this app. Thank you, everyone. I'll see you next week. Bye.